I'm gonna have a look at this kit here by Meng model. It's 1/35th scale, and this is quite a long title, but it's the Russian GAZ 233115 SPN SPV Tiger M, and we'll have a look at it here. And it says our passenger compartment interiors are replicated. All doors can be opened or closed. Roof weapons mount is rotatable. Clear parts are provided. I mean, obviously, and front wheels are steerable, and we get some photo etch parts included. I'm actually building the Zvezda kit right now, and I found out that the doors can't really be posed open, so this is actually quite different than the Zvezda kit. And like, I didn't know that Meng actually does the Tiger M, or as like the Russians call it, the Tiger M. And so I found this one, and I thought I'd have a look and sort of compare it to the Zvezda one, but I won't do that in this video right now. I'll just go over this particular kit. So we can see the camouflage vehicle here, and then AK interactive color callouts here. There's not too many colors you're really going to need. And on the side of the box, and our kit number is VS008 from the Velociraptor series. And on this side there's like just a green vehicle. It's interesting, it shows here, you can see the little mounts for the like the metal cable that goes on the side, so I wonder if it'll be separate in this or not. And we get information here on the vehicle on the side. So we'll open it up and have a look. And so we have our Meng instructions here. I'll try and move this out of the way so we can have a better look. You always get these interesting little whoop, the cat there. You get these little contest notes in here. I've never entered one. This one is actually, it could be entered actually. It expires December 2024. This contest here, which is kind of interesting. Usually by the time I get these, they're always expired. So anyways, you get that in there, and there's prizes and everything. And then we'll have a look at our decals and their color guide here, which is just for Parade Day 2016, which is like the mandatory paint scheme you get in just about every single Russian kit out there. And then you've got the tricolor camouflage. It says unit unknown, so this is just like your basic scheme, and you can make it whatever you want, really. And on the other side is giving us our various colors again. And then we also get the Ackerson numbers here too, not just the AK interactive paints. So that's kind of nice. But so really you're getting the production camo scheme and just the green scheme, which is really the only two they're ever really painted in anyways. And we have our Meng, I can move this guy out of the way maybe. We have our Meng booklet here, which gives us some more information. And our tools there. And so we have our nice guide here. It's not in color, but it's pretty nice anyways. You can see we're going through the chassis, and I'm trying to see how they have the suspension. They mentioned that it was steerable. Here, and then they got start on the interior with various, like the drums for the grenade launcher, and here's our center column there, which is different from the you can see it has that material cover over it, which the Zvezda kit does not have. Like, they don't always have it. Like, the inside of the vehicle is clad in that like Kevlar anti-splinter like material, but you don't have to have it. And here's the interior. And more pieces here for the interior. This one's got a much more highly detailed interior than the Zvezda kit. And the bucket going on the chassis there. And more interior work. And the decals here. We'll just sort of go quickly through here. So it doesn't look like the rope, you can take the rope out of there. You'd have to cut them out individually, I think. And then our wheels here. And the vehicle. More pieces, and here's our doors. And it's showing us here how to have them open. I wonder if this is like the Zvezda kit or not, because it's not really showing a hinge. And that's the one thing, the Zvezda kit, it doesn't have a hinge for the door. Like, I wonder if they just want you to put them on an angle or not, because there should be some type of hinge in there. And then here's our armaments with the grenade launcher and the machine gun, and the smoke launchers here, and then our sprue layout. So it's a 31 step kit, but it's nice and small, so it shouldn't be too bad. I want to get the before I go into the plastic, I want to get the decal out here, because this is really cool. They do the they've included the entire interior decal here, which is really awesome that they did that. It's all pre-cut and everything. And then you just have your typical star there for the parade, and then I'm guessing our instruments here. And our photo etch is like stainless photo etch, but it's very thin. It's nice. But yeah, it was really good of them to include that, because that's another thing the Zvezda kit does not have, is the the interior camouflage. So you have to do it yourself, which I did, and it's kind of a pain, and this vehicle has it in here. I don't know about their earlier release, the standard Tiger, if it came with the interior decal or not, but this Tiger M does have it, so that's what it looks like on here. And now we'll go into the plastic. And so we've got a duplicate sprue here, but you can see the ammunition boxes. Actually, they're comparable to the Zvezda kit. Same with the seats. Like, there's really nothing to them. They're just flat. And like the driver's seat here. And our various bits. And the wheel hubs. So everything looks okay, but it looks kind of like on par with the Zvezda kit. You do get some really nice aerials here. They're really well done, nice and thin. And we'll move on to the next, which is our instruments and that, which look really nicely done. They're nice and deep in here too. You can fill them with like clear glass, and the various like pouches and stuff here, which is a nice touch, the way the material is there. In our interior floor here, and the doors. This one's got integrated handles into the door, which is kind of different. And our rear doors. And then the interiors for the doors are, like on the Zvezda kit, they're separate, and this one has them for at least the rear doors. They're all one piece in there. So it looks pretty good. Move on to the next, and this is like our front, like our bull bars and various pieces for the underside of the vehicle. It looks alright. I mean, there's no flash or anything on them. They look pretty crisp. We'll move on. And there's a second, this must be the difference between the Tiger M and then the standard version, because you get another one of these in here. On the inside of the doors. Would have been nice if these handles were separate, which they are on the Zvezda kit. And we'll move on. Yeah, so like the doors here for the like the gunner position, they've actually got like, it looks like material here. So when you put that decal over it, hopefully it conforms nicely enough to these so it'll actually look like material. And like the grenade drums in here, everything looks really great. And the exhaust, unfortunately the exhaust isn't open on the end, so you'd have to open that up definitely. And our little position here for the machine gun, the machine gun barrel actually looks really, it looks really small. Like it might be a tad too thin actually. But the detail is nice. Same with the grenade launcher. Nicely done. And our various other tools and equipment here. And the actual turret piece itself. So it's fully detailed. And then our chassis. This is one of the problems with the Zvezda kit is they want you to do too much on the chassis. This has already got these parts attached to it. I like the way they've done this. This will make it pretty strong. And I mean, who cares whether these are separate or not really anyways, other than just like for a high parts count or something. But it looks like it's got a really strong, nice chassis on there. And our glass pieces, so I guess our glass pieces aren't tinted. I was kind of hoping they would be tinted, but they're not, unfortunately. And we can see they're pretty nice and clear. Actually, I'll pull them out to see how clear they actually are. Also, they actually, I'm going to leave them because there's actually a special packing them to keep them super clear, which that's really amazing that they would do that to make them super clear. I just wish they were tinted, unfortunately, because sometimes they're green and sometimes they're blue, but they've really taken good care of these. Like they're super clear. Like even with this packing on it, you can tell how clear they are. So you should be able to see the interior really good on this vehicle. And we'll have a look at our wheels. And these are the nice, really nice rubber ones with the hollow wheels, which is the proper way of doing it. They're the best kind of wheels you can get. And then here's the detail on our side. And it actually does have the writing on it. So these wheels are perfect. I wouldn't replace these. They might just need like a little bit of cleanup. I'm trying to... Yeah, so there is a little bit of a seam. But if you could put the seam on the inside when you're building the wheels, then it won't be that big of a deal, but they look really nice. And then lastly, also they've put this together, but here's our one piece like shell for the top of the vehicle. And even the hood is integrated in. I'm glad they did that too. That, you know, makes it a lot better on like for a builder to have that on. I'm not going to have, I wouldn't have the hood open anyways. It would be nice to be able to open these windows though. And there's nothing here, I don't think, for a hinge. So if you want them open, you just have them basically laying on the side there. There's no actual hinge. So it looks really good. Everything on it, and even the texture, you can see the texture of this. It's not smooth. It's actually kind of like it's got sort of a grain to it. I mean, I wouldn't call it rough, but it actually has some type of like a texture to it. I'm sure it shows up in the on camera. So it looks like it looks awesome, really. Especially compared to the Zvezda one. Like, it's a step up from the Zvezda one. Same with these little There's these little hooks here, and they're raised quite a bit. On the Zvezda one, they were almost non-existent. And then the interior is, like you can see here, actually, I'll just pull it out because it's going to be easier to see. Just bear with me for a second here. Get it out. Yeah, so they've integrated pieces in here because I think these are mud flaps, and you can see they've actually put texture on the floor, that was lacking from the Zvezda kit. Like, I really, that would be my biggest complaint about the Zvezda one, is the floor is completely smooth, and you need this texture. And like, if you try to add it to the Zvezda one, it'll look too thick. So it looks perfect on there because it's a very specific pattern on there. Like, you can see how it has the round, like it's round. Those this is like a black rubber thing, but like the texture bumps are round, and then this is sort of like diamond plating around there. It's just perfect. Like, very well done. Like, this kit is excellent. I would definitely take this one over the Zvezda one. I wouldn't even think about it, because right now the Zvezda kits are quite a bit more expensive than they once were, and so this is like a highly recommend if you want to do a Tiger M. And so this is the 1/35 scale Meng Russian GAZ 233115 SPN SPV Tiger M. It looks awesome. So thank you for watching.